Hey folks, welcome to the Hidden Gems Report for June 2009 by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Well, hope everyone enjoyed last month's Hidden Gem plays, folks, which both did 100% gain in less than a week. Now, this month I have a play for you guys that is not necessarily one that's going to move in such a short amount of time. It's more of one that over the next couple months to a year or so should get a lot of notoriety and has a lot of potential. It seems to be very, very undervalued in relation to a lot of its peers recently. And I want to talk to you a little bit about this sector. I think it's a very important sector going into the future. It's just starting to be kind of recognized as a leading sector now after Obama has come into the White House and really reduced the legislation on this sector. All right, so let's get right into it here, folks. First of all, the company is Thermogenesis Corp, symbol KOOL, cool. Sector is the healthcare biotech sector. It is somewhat of a stem cell play, and that's really what I want to focus on today, folks. We've all heard about the STEMs, the ASTMs, the GERNs as the main stem cell plays, but this company is actually a leader in revenue on those by quite substantial amount and looks to possibly turn profitable as early as next year. That for these companies is a monstrous occasion and a monstrous event. So I really want to focus in on this little stem cell player. Now, as we get into it, folks, let's talk about what the company does. The company info here, the key here is stem cells. After Obama kind of loosened the legislation on this and really was able to, do some policies that would open the stem cell funding in the USA. The company's products enable hospitals and blood banks to manufacture a therapeutic dose of stem cells, wound healing proteins, or growth factors from a single unit of cord blood or the patient's own blood. Okay, the company key stats here. This is really what you want to start to pay attention to. You guys know we're more really focused in on what kind of the fundamentals are with these smaller companies because we have to understand what we're getting ourselves into. That's really the bottom line here, folks. Now, this company currently trades at 53 cents a share. The market cap is basically 30 million. Cash is 17 million, and there's no debt here. And that's big to me because a lot of these stem cell plays like STEM and ASTM and GERN, they burn through cash just nonstop. And for a company like this that deals in some of these stem cell avenues, to have no debt and have cash on hand and a very, very low burn rate is really important. Insiders have also been buying lately, and we're going to go into that in a little bit. Now, interesting stats here, and I think this is just kind of to give us a better view of it. Now, these companies aren't necessarily one-for-one comparison, but they're very close, obviously, when you're dealing with the stem cell sector as overall view. STEM STEM 2009-2010 projected revenue 150,000 to 170,000. ASTM 700 and 700. GERN 5.03 million to 5.69 million. Cool KOOL projected 2009 and 2010 revenues 22.07 million, 28.05 million. The interesting thing about this, look at these market caps. All right, STEM market cap 168 million, ASTM 53.25 million, GERN 580.63 million, and Cool with bigger revenues than all these, only trading at a market cap of just under 30 or approximately 30 million at 29.73. Now that's really the key, folks, that you want to figure out and focus on. Now I'm going to go over through a bunch of other things. I'll have this. You obviously can look below this report, and this all will be listed as well with some links that you can kind of do your own due diligence. And we always suggest that, folks. You always want to do your own due diligence. I bring an idea. We bring it in the Money Stocks, an idea to you of a small cap, a hidden gem that maybe hasn't been discovered that could have potential to do 100%, 50% type gain in a not too distant future. And it's obviously up to you to do the final due diligence and make the decisions on your own. That's the bottom line. So again, little known stem cell play Thermogenesis, 53 cents is our undiscovered pick of the month. We believe more attention will be focused on this company in the sector due to President Obama's recent new policy opening stem cell funding in the USA. Thermogenesis is a leading supplier of innovative products and services that process and store adult stem cells for treatment of injury and disease. Now, KOOL is the symbol, obviously, which is kind of a unique little symbol there, is currently trading around book value with 0.32 cents of cash and a low burn rate. Okay, 0.32 cash is very, very nice. That's a very, very nice thing. Low burn rate is key. The company's valuation is well below its peers that trade at multiples of 3 to 4 times book. So for a company like this to trade at this level of book is very, very key when their overall competitors are trading at multiples much, much more than this one. In management's last conference call, it stated they expect the company to turn profitable next year thanks to a new product being launched at the International Core Blood Symposium next week in California called ResQ, RES-Q. We believe the market potential for this new product, could double KOOL's revenue in the next 24 months. That may be a little bit of a large estimate, but it does have a lot of potential out there, no doubt about it. So that's going to be very interesting to see how it progresses. The board recently hired a 30-year veteran CEO, Melville Engel, J. Melville Engel here, who has the experience the company has lacked in the past to launch these new products. It's just been one of those things. This is such a unique avenue, a unique sector that you really need that experience to overpower and take the company forward. And them hiring the CEO is a definite start upon that road. Upon coming on board, the new CEO made a 100,000 share purchase at 55 cents on May 12th. We also see the directors of the company buying 50,000 shares at an average price of 55.5 cents in May as well. See, there's good. I always want to see that when you're dealing with these small caps. If you see dumping, that's not good. You don't want to see these heads of the company dumping stock. It's just not a good thing. If you see them buying, it's generally a positive as long as they're buying, a sizable amount, 50,000, 25,000, 100,000 shares. At least they're putting some of their money back in the company, and it shows, confidence in the overall company. All right, these definitely are noteworthy buys, as I mentioned. First, multiple insider buys in over a year and a half at the company. That's key as well. On a technical note, KOOL's competitor CYTX recently moved off its lows and made a 100% move. So that's CYTX making a 100% move off the lows. That's very, very interesting to note as we look for sectors maybe getting bids off of one moves than the other moves. That's how we played them last month and had 200% gainers. We saw that certain sectors were running and we were dead on there, and that's really what you want to focus on. It's called a sympathy play. All right, KOOL. The key here with KOOL, which I like, is KOOL does not need additional financing to carry out its business plan as many others do. We all talked about, the other stem cell plays out there. They're just burning through cash left and right. For the most part, the cash that KOOL has, KOOL, should last it considering its burn rate is very, very low. That's good because it doesn't mean dilution, and that's really the bottom line, folks. If you buy a stock, we all want to know that our $1 in stock or our $100 in stock is going to be the same value in a year and 2 years and 3 years, obviously increasing in value, not getting diluted and decreasing in value. All right, this company obviously has a rock solid balance sheet. Don't expect really any further dilution for this 30 million micro cap company trading really near the historical lows. We're going to look at the chart in a minute. All right, so that's really the bottom line, folks. That's a lot of good information to digest. That's the hidden gems for 2009. Let's quickly take a look at the chart. Here's your daily chart on the company, and you can see it hasn't. A lot of biotechs recently have made big moves. This one really hasn't. All right, as you can see, it's kind of been as low as 40 cents, kind of gone all the way up to 65, 70 cents, and has come back down to around 53 cents. It could easily test these lows again at around 40 cents. There's no doubt about it. That'll be good support on the stock if it gets down to about 40 cents. But I like the fact that it could turn profitable as early as next year. Most of these stem cells, unless they come out with some blockbuster drug, and I don't see that happening in the near future because they just have to put them through so many phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials. I mean, you're talking years and years. Here we have a company that could already turn profitable in the stem cell sector. Okay, taking a look at the monthly chart, this will give you a broader view of how long this company has been around, what it's really done, and you can see it traded as high as $6.50 and $6, $5 range, and has slowly decreased over the last couple years, coming down, trying to form a little bit of a base down here on the charts. And again, you can see it could trade as low as that 40-cent level right down here, but you're trying to form a little bit of a sideways base here. I also like the volume here over on the monthly. You can see the monthly compared to last year is much improved. Much improved. A lot of that has to do with Obama, obviously, and his legislation and what they've been trying to do to help stem cells really become a better portion of the drug sector now in creating life-saving drugs. All right, so that's the bottom line here, folks. That's what the charts are looking right. The stock trades anywhere between 150 and 300,000 a day, so it's not too illiquid. It's not super liquid, but it's not illiquid. It trades more than 10,000 shares a day, which is kind of nice. Gives us a little more liquidity to work with there. Again, I'm going to be looking to pick some of this up probably in the coming week and hold it maybe over the long term. Again, do your own due diligence. All these companies, it doesn't matter what I've presented, it all carries high level risk in the moneystocks.com rating of high risk, as obviously we know small caps are extremely risky. All right, folks, that's all for now. Enjoy the month of June. Let's hope it's a profitable one for all of us, and we will talk to you next month in the July Hidden Gems report with a new stock to highlight. Take care.